Welcome back to the Open Mic Podcast. With me, as always, Jason. What's up, Big J?
What happening, man?
Stuttering over here. I'm gonna float away. I gotta learn how to edit shit so I can stutter away. And for the long-awaited return, Joey motherfucking Johnson. What's up, dude?
Yo. Let's not, cancel this. What's up, fam?
I'm actually glad your first episode didn't work out because I think it's way better now. And that was like our fourth or third episode. I think we're better at doing it.
It was fifth, and I still haven't forgiven you.
Do what?
I said it was fifth, and I still remember.
He still masturbates with the tears. He's been fucking waiting for this moment.
Everyone that drops, I minus it 5, and then I would just get pissed. I'm like, what did I do?
Joey's been sitting at the Shell station by the house like, did I show up? Yeah. Just sit out there slashing tires at people's house. Who's on next, huh?
I treat this like the comedians that move close to the comedy club and pay overpriced rent in Fort Worth or Dallas because they hope they're going to get the call. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just don't have to pay rent at the Shell station.
Yeah, I just live an hour away. When I get the call, I just narrowly speed through traffic while loading a bowl and trying to put my shirt on in the car.
Well, it sounds like you, Joe, just have to shuffle off if the cops come around every now and again,
I'm on an occupational license now, so whenever I ride my bike over here, I just tell them that. I'm going to work.
If you ever DoorDash or Uber Eats, can you just always be like, no, I'm working now?
I mean, I recently got a DWI. That's what we're talking about with the occupational.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate
You're probably
it.
a comedian.
Yeah, first one off the record. Now I have some legitimacy.
Yeah.
But I'm still under the Uber Eats app because it hasn't gone through to court because of COVID. So I still could drive. I don't know what that would look like as getting pulled over now. I guess it still work. It's an occupational.
You get pulled over drunk with three Uber Eats orders in your car.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I'm working, officer. Don't be an asshole, dude. You want a chicken strip, bro?
We're just trying to make it through this pandemic.
I'll just keep the steamer bag in the front seat, so no matter what. And I'm like, no, I was door dashing. It's fine.
I used to do that when I worked at Domino's.
Do that.
When I worked at Domino's, I used to leave the Domino's topper on when I drive back from the bars.
You're less likely to get
he's delivering pizzas at 3 a.m.
Yeah, we're staying open this late tonight now.
I never got pulled over with that on, when I was drunk, but I one time got pulled over actually working for Domino's with it on.
Go figure.
Yeah, they were arresting you for that shitty pizza.
Yeah.
How many pizzas had you not yet delivered at that point?
I was right in front of the guy's house. I got pulled over in front of the guy's house, which could dictate the tip in terms of how bad they feel. It depends where they
how
fall
bad they feel for you.
Yeah.
It depends where they
got 3 tickets. I'm giving them 20% this time. Yeah. Before we get into questions and all that, I'm going to tell you guys about my side project. So, me and you have done some student films. Shout out to Police. Officer Fartlet. I don't even remember my name. But it's someone doing a student film. He's doing it. He has to do an admission video. And it's not here in Denton. He's going to some school in Dallas. But he said he'd pay me $60 to come do this film. It only take an hour. And I was like, okay, only an hour. We filmed for days on the last shit. I was like, all right. He's like, it's going to focus mainly on your feet. And I'm like, all right.
Focus mainly on your feet and someone else's cock.
Yeah. I think he's like, can you send me pictures of your feet? I was like, bro, I need the $60 now.
Is it Colton Jones?
Is it Colton? No, it's not anybody I know. But I was like, I need that money up front and another $60 after you come on them. So where's that money?
Do you even know what it is?
He just keeps saying
you have no context.
He's like, it's like the journey of feet. So you'll be hanging out with shoes and without shoes. I was like, dude, it sounds like I'm making a jerk off video for
it sounds like there's going to be a dick involved, but but he's not leading you to believe that there is.
He said we're doing it in public,
outside.
Shit. But I've seen porns outside.
Yeah, it's like a Wes Anderson, Quentin Tarantino vibe. It's artsy but fetish.
Yeah, Quentin Tarantino always does have feet, dirty feet. He loves dirty feet in his movies.
He's disgusting, dude.
Yeah,
I'm just creeped out why you guys both paid attention to that. So
you never noticed that?
Have you never?
Grindhouse. Even the last one, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I don't even really like feet. I just disavow feet. I don't look at them. I just my vision just cuts off there. I'm like, good. Unless you're wearing shoes, I'm like, cool. Let me see your shoes.
I stop at the cankles. That's where I stop.
I only come during 2 things on a Tarantino film. It's when feet are shown or when the N-word's thrown around. So I'm coming a lot.
You're choosing a lot while you're watching those movies.
Yeah.
Django hurt my dick.
Yeah, Django was Joey Unchained. tie Joey up and put on Django and watch him really be tortured.
Or throw on the chains. You know,
sit there and just flick his nipples the whole time while it's
flick
happening.
his nipples till he gives up
with your toes. With your
yeah,
with your
dirty toes.
I'd rather lick an ass than a foot. I don't care how dirty the ass is or how clean the foot is. I'm just not.
You're more likely to get E. coli from the ass than the foot.
I can fight off E. coli. I can't fight off the thoughts of me licking someone's foot.
But you're more likely to get COVID from the foot.
You know, that brings up a question that I asked in an earlier episode. It's would you rather, like, this is not, we don't have to ask this, but would you rather would you rather drink a cup of your enemy's piss while they looked you in the eye, or eat in a bowl of your own shit and while your ex-girlfriends watched?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
That was a good question, though.
Yeah,
the enemy, right?
Let's do it again.
But you don't want to give your exes the satisfaction of watching you eat the shit, but do you want to give your enemy the satisfaction of looking them in the eye while you're drinking?
My enemy is my ex-girlfriend.
I was gonna say
those are my enemies.
It's a better question if it's current girlfriend.
Okay,
because there's no
no ex-girlfriend, because just that how small they make you feel. You're like, yeah, eat my shit.
But all of them, even all the way back to high school, like all the ex-girlfriends
line
get
up
to watch
all
you
your
eat shit.
ex-girlfriends.
Oh, every one of them.
All of them.
Yeah.
See, I'm not
It's
even
an event
scared
for
about
you.
eating shit. I just don't want all them to meet and collaborate stories.
Yeah.
So
well, Joey's lucky. Every girl that dates him kills herself, so no one will show up.
So the list is getting smaller.
Yeah.
So you would drink the piss and look the enemy in the eye, I guess?
I'm gonna eat shit at all of my girlfriend's funerals, ex-girlfriends.
Yeah.
And all there in front of at the open casket, just fucking, get some couple drops on her, fucking.
If they want to watch Joey eat shit, just bring them to an open mic.
Hey. There's a reason they're ex-girlfriends. They went to a lot of those.
Yeah, they realized they didn't like tattoos that much.
They've been the support staff many times.
If only I could meet a girl with a red flag tattooed on her. That would be fucking perfect.
Yeah, it's gonna have a fucking an X on it, and it's gonna have Dimebag Darrell. It's gonna be the Confederate flag.
So yeah. I'm dating the hyena staff.
I'm currently
now dating Randy. I'm dating Randy.
Yeah.
Well, with that in mind, how about would you rather have skin that changes color based on your emotions, or have tattoos appear all over your body, different daily, depicting what you did the day before?
Skin. I did the skin. Yeah.
Colored skin.
Yeah. But you can't. Can you say that?
They're not going to write a Marvel
Green,
movie.
blue.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're good.
They're not going to make a Marvel movie about me if I have tattoos that show I just jerked it to fucking Django.
But is that all you did? I mean, there has to be some other pictures going on, or no?
I'd rather be a mood ring, though, than like my past come up.
So if I do coke the day before, I got like a dirty rolled up dollar bill right here on my arm.
Yeah. That'd actually be a sick tattoo.
Actually, I just thought I was like,
I'm going to type that in the fucking notes here.
I'm going to get that in here.
I can put that next to the pig cop I've hidden on my thigh.
Yeah, that's where you want cops, right between your legs.
When I got arrested for the DWI and they have you changing in front of everyone, like I have a cop with a pig head on my fucking thigh, and it says I used to skate, making fun of those YouTube videos where cops try to buddy like skaters, and we're like changing in front of everyone, and they give you the bag for the clothes, right? So I like throw and I'm like holding it in front of my thigh, like don't see it, but then you have to walk up and hand them the fucking bag, and luckily there's like this black cop, and I have this finished, like my chest piece is not finished, right? It just looks like shit. Like this deer looks all botched, all fucked up. And luckily the one roasty black cop didn't see the pig, and he's just like embarrassed me in front of everyone else, like, man, what the fuck did you do to that deer? And I have never been more open to a roast session. I was like, yeah, dude, what happened to that? Don't look at my fucking thigh.
I would be like, don't you know all of your guys' daughters love fucking dudes with shitty tattoos like me?
Right. Every one of your roast that lands gets me a day off my sentence. Come on, bring it on, guys. Let's go. Fucking make me cry.
Well, what about this? If you had to make one go forever, tattoos, intoxicants, or sex?
Wait, what? Go away forever.
One's got to go.
Like you got to get rid of one of these things.
Tattoos, because
sure?
Yes, because
intoxicants and sex are the other two.
Tattoos get me sex. But if sex gets taken away, tattoos don't matter. And intoxicants,
you'll figure out another way.
Yeah, and intoxicants. And if I don't have tattoos, I'm going to be fucking uglier chicks, and I need intoxicants for that.
But I've seen some of the girls you've been with before your current one. It's going to be that either way.
Intoxicants were there though. If they were gone,
on both ends.
If they were gone,
is it bad when you both wake up and look at each other like, ugh, and you're both disgusted?
I wish tattoos still existed.
Sure. Intoxicants get everybody laid. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I get tattoos so that intoxicated women will sleep with me. So you get rid of one, that breaks the whole chain.
What's your choice? Tattoos also?
No, I like tattoos, man. Or
Nah, they gotta go.
like intoxicants as a whole, like
As a
weed,
whole.
alcohol,
Everything,
and
bro.
what was the other thing?
Sex.
Pussy.
Oh,
Or dick.
Or dick. Yeah. I mean,
Whatever
your,
you're
your
into.
story's not over yet, Mike.
yeah,
so,
I know.
you
We're not at the end of this roller
yeah.
coaster. Who knows? We all might be gay. We might all be kissing at this ride. Fuck tattoos. I'd rather smoke weed and fuck bitches, bro.
Right.
What's up?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tattoos gotta
I mean,
go.
you like
And
make
I'd
fun of that,
rather-
but there's no reason otherwise to
Yeah.
get tattoos. They're stupid. They hurt. They're expensive.
They
just,
hurt.
They literally just get me drugs or pussy.
I'm doing it to look like
Hey.
a badass.
Hey, cool scorpion tattoo. Is that a clown face you want to bump, dude?
Yeah.
That's usually how it goes.
Yes,
I've
yes,
been there.
Yes, and I cry a lot.
Yeah.
So the tattoo, it's not a
We
hard
got a German Shepherd tattooed right above
Yeah.
my
And
cock.
I just want to go back. I want to go back
Wanna
and say
see?
Mein Cock.
I've got some coke, too.
Mein Cock.
I don't want to just fuck bitches. I also want to make love to women that are nice. Just want to
Yeah,
say
yeah,
that.
yeah, for
Not
sure.
all women are bitches, but
all bitches are women. Am I right, folks?
Uh-oh.
Okay, I don't know.
I'm just kidding. It's the tattoo speaking.
Hey, if we were in a band, what would we be called?
Oh.
dude, we'd be the flapping foreskins.
I was thinking like the HPV boys.
What was
For
that?
sure.
The episode we just released where the guy put the cocaine in his foreskin?
Yeah.
Didn't we say a good band name would be something like Foreskin Full of Coke or Foreskin Cocaine? Foreskin. Fuck, we had a name for it. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look at all the stickers on this table and pick up a band.
Yeah,
You know,
and
try
there's
to-
some there.
Yeah.
HPV Boys was the best I came up with because we're probably all spreading that shit around like super spreaders. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Some degree.
I am not for the women considering have fucking me. I am not.
How about?
It's not your fault, bro.
How
It's not your
about
fault.
Green Day card?
You don't get to say that.
How about Green Day card in our hit is just want to be an American citizen.
Okay, you know, I would leave.
Too good to laugh at. That's pretty
I
solid.
was like, I had to break it down. I was like,
That's
wait a
pretty
minute.
good.
I might leave after the first album, but
Yeah.
you guys would be all right.
Because we're going to kick you out. We
Yeah.
found someone better for security. What would you play in the
For
band?
security, is that what you just said?
Yeah. What would you do in the band?
Cowbell or triangle. One or the other. Yeah.
So you find women for us to have sex with while the show's
Yeah, I can
going.
do that too. You know, because I mean, I don't want to learn how to play drums and shit.
Yeah.
Maybe the bass. Do the
Jason's
bass.
a drug guy.
Yeah.
I feel like bass is like the dopest thing to
I like
learn
bass,
because
yeah.
bands always need bassists.
Probably
though.
the fastest and easiest to learn if you really had to pick it up real
And
quick.
bands always need you. And you know what? Yeah, the bassist may fuck like the ugliest girl, but like, you know, you gotta
Hey,
take that in reference.
that ugliest girl does more things than that prettiest one. I
for sure.
assure you.
It's true.
sure.
Yeah.
The basses all seem happy.
Yeah. They said they're slapping a bass and a puss. Slapping a bus.
point. Just fucking.
Slapping a bus.
I'm just imagining Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers fisting a girl, and you can just see it.
That's violent.
You can see it through her
Joe,
stomach.
you start with a finger. You don't just fucking go to...
Oh, my bad. My
Yeah.
bad. You're right.
You
It's
don't
like-
go all the way to Chinatown. You go to Koreatown, then you make your way down.
So
Yeah.
you have like Dragon Ball Z fucking flashes behind you, like pow. That's fucking going right through.
I'm Nate Robinson in the streets with Jake Paul in the sheets. That's what I like to say.
That boy went to sleep.
Bro. I was just talking to Jason about like, man,
I wish
they
I could
conned
sleep
us
as good
into-
as he did, dude.
Oh
I
my
never got
God.
that good of sleep
Oh,
ever.
100%. 100. That you know what? That is a good question. Is like if every night you could have sound. Here's my would you rather. If you could have a sound sleep every night, but you just had to get literally put to sleep by Jake Paul or anyone, or like I never sleep good. I always constantly have bad dreams. Obviously, intoxicants, all things. I always wake up feeling like I don't sleep like I used to. Right.
Yeah. Well, you also didn't used to do cocaine and
I
driving
don't
around
know
getting
what you're
DUIs.
talking about.
Or drinking. Where did you hide your big ass bottle of vodka?
We
You got
call
on the table?
that Nigerian nose nachos. In my head. That makes it sound.
I like that you're making it look like you're drinking a big glass of Red Bull right now. You know, at the end of the day, I like to sit down with a big glass of Red Bull and just chillax.
I just like to just get some wings from this. You get your wings elsewhere.
You just painted a picture in these heads. Like, you didn't even bring up vodka, you just brought up Coke. So now people just think I drink Red Bull with Coke in it. That's how big of a problem I have.
Yeah, this is a real 5-hour energy. Yeah, Red Bull. Big
This
ass.
hour is going to go by really fast.
I like to chillax to the extreme. Red Bull for sleep.
Why is that a Doritos commercial?
We partnered in. Yeah.
South by Southwest.
Now with Tahiti
Cocaine.
Spice.
It's what?
Now cocaine with Tahiti Spice. Like you wouldn't try it.
I would try it.
I'm interested. Plus, you can't leave it out. It goes
Damn,
bad.
like scented cocaine.
Yeah, it's
Like an essential oil.
scented.
Well, right, but like an essential oil cocaine, right? Like a peppermint. You know,
might
they
be
say-
onto something here.
Damn,
It
Like
calms your
like
stomach.
a peach schnapps cocaine.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it calms your
would-
stomach.
Peachy.
And
It's peachy.
if you put like mint or peppermint in it, it calms your stomach and talks you into not putting the gun in your mouth. Dude, I'd snort some of that.
Menthol eucalyptus.
Damn, dude, essential oil cocaine. Damn.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna know when I've done too much. Whenever like you see me start a GoFundMe for a new business or what is it, Kickstarter here in
Yeah.
a month. When I took that seriously, I'm gonna be quitting comedy and pursuing essential oil cocaine.
Nice.
That'd be
big
great.
business.
That's
Call it
solid.
synthetic. That way you can skid it by the rules.
Oh.
You know,
Call
There
it
you go.
baby
Yeah.
laxative.
It's like K2 for.
Yeah, it's bath salts basically.
Yeah.
What happened to bath salts? Is that still?
I mean, people are still eating people's faces off. We just don't hear about it. I'm sure.
Yeah, they're more focused on the pandemic where you're getting eaten from the inside, not the outside.
well, you know what prevents the whole face getting eaten off is wearing your mask.
or doing bath salts with the
Lesson
bum.
learned. Okay, if you don't want your face eaten off, wear your mask.
Yeah,
All right.
it's-
Or you do bath salts and eat their face off.
You
How
can't
do
eat
you like
someone
that?
else's face if you're wearing a mask. Also,
It's
Yeah.
true. It protects both of you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good argument for masks.
Yeah.
So good.
Wear your mask or you get your face eaten off.
How about this? What video game genre would you describe your life to have been up to this point?
Give me some genre names because I'm stupid and don't know how to.
I came up with a little bit of idea about how I
Okay.
feel about my life just to stir the pot for you. So I feel like that my life started out as like a side-scrolling platformer. It was really easy, and then it evolved into like a
Side scrolling's where it progresses.
Well,
you
it's just super
on
easy. You just move
Mario.
forward. All you gotta do is
Okay.
move
I like
forward.
that.
That's
Okay.
it. And then it turned into a turn-based platform,
I don't
where
know
I had to
what
make
that is.
decisions and participate in shit. And then it seems now I'm somewhere in the middle of like a survival horror or like a battle royal at a certain point.
Yeah, I'm like my life is like one of those zombie games where you got to fight just to survive, and you got to use whatever you can find around you.
Yeah.
That's
What is the
whatever was
battle-
on the rage
Like a shooter.
platform.
Your life's a shooter?
Yeah.
You feel like a shooter?
Okay.
Yeah, like a shooter, like Grand Theft Auto style, where problems are just coming at me and I'm just running from them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, theoretically, like all life is like an RPG, right? That's why like RPGs are either
What other
really
life
fun.
advice
It's an
do you have,
MMORPG,
Joe? I'd
yeah.
love to know.
Well, they're really fun or not, right? RPGs because they're
Yeah.
too time consuming because they're literally I don't like them because it's like this is fucking life.
Yeah.
I'm just a dragon or whatever,
Well,
right?
especially
Like-
if it's a game where you have to like keep going and checking a mailbox, and you're like, I could go be checking my own mailbox. Why am I doing it on a
There's
fucking
nothing
video
good
game?
for you out there, Jason.
Yeah.
Stay away from
I'm
it.
just trying to think battle royale what the real version of the storm would be. You know, like Portland's autonomous zone or whatever, where the police don't come. Is that just like where you're safe from police violence? Like you all hut into this.
That's kind of like The
what's
Wire, right? When they made Amsterdam.
I mean, yeah, kind of. Like,
Yeah.
what's the one spot that is like? What is the storm if we're talking battle royale?
Yeah.
And then what are you safe from? Because it's not COVID, right? Because we can't all be in the same circle. if
Sure.
it's COVID, right?
Yeah, you're right.
I like the battle royale. There's something. Yeah, I don't know. I think obviously like it's just RPG, and that's why RPGs suck. Because I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't want to go shopping for potatoes and Elder Scrolls. You know, like,
Yeah, but also you wouldn't
It
go
sucks
shop.
building up your level and shit. You know, like, what the fuck, man?
But
What
also
am I gonna be
I gotta go
leveling
do
up
this podcast on fucking Fallout.
You'll get
Jesus.
like a point for it. You get a fucking experience point. You know, some mana. Yeah.
Yeah, I've lived with you before. I know you wouldn't go shop for potatoes no matter what happens.
No, you mean French fries? What are you talking about?
Dude, I
You
just DoorDash them. I don't have to go anywhere. Potatoes come to me
They
now.
come to me.
All the potatoes come to me, baby.
It is weird. We're in this old room that we both have had sex in and slept in.
Yeah.
That's where this studio is.
We've
now.
both jerked off in this room. Let's be honest about
I've
it.
cried a lot in this room.
Oh, I cried.
I
a lot
want to
in this
jerk off
room.
in this room.
Go ahead, dude.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, just lean back. You're off camera.
That's when now your life is a first person shooter.
now
and
you're-
you're just
your cock's on
blasting
camera.
us with your cum. Ooh. blasting.
I cried a lot in this room because I moved in and realized I was living in this room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This room kind of sucked at first when you moved into it.
Yeah,
But it's badass now.
I had that carpet where Joe, everywhere he goes, he left those big black stains. I'm like, what? Who did you
You know,
kill?
a room is so bad when its peak is a local podcast studio. That's the best thing that'll happen in here.
Yeah, yeah. It's reached its high point right now. This room is its high point.
I like it better
Maybe.
than I've ever liked it.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
This
not
is
spending
sweet.
the night here. You got more questions? We're actually a little ahead on time. If you got some more
Yeah,
questions,
yeah. So,
Do
so have you guys learned any real life lessons since being involved in stand-up comedy?
don't trust anybody.
Yeah.
Basically, you're no one's going to be out for you like you're out for you. Like, I'd like to help my friends when I can, but ultimately I got to take care of myself first. And you got to kind of be selfish, and it feels like being selfish saying it, but I don't give a fuck. Nobody's gonna look out for me like I am. I'll help somebody after I help myself.
Well, sure,
you're 100% right, and that's the most Mikey answer ever. Yeah. it's funny to say you learned that, because I feel like you still felt that way before.
It reaffirmed it for me. It's like,
years before you were a comedian, you pretty much almost already lived by that code. Yeah. I can imagine.
Pretty much, yeah. I had to. I know. I've learned other things too. How to say PP.
Pain
real
is
funny.
Forever.
Yeah. Oh, I knew that.
Life is chaos.
That's how you end up in comedy, is because you know pain is forever.
Yeah. Life is mayhem. I guess for me, it's just like the living in the moment thing, right? It's like I'm pretty... what is it? The fucking dumbass shit you'll see on Tumblr. They'll be like, depressions from your past, anxieties from your future, right? But stand up, you're always in that, especially on stage, you're always kind of in that now moment. And I kind of always tread between the other two, where I'm like worried about something coming up, or I'm sad about something back,
With stand up, you learn that depression is your past, future, and present.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I know.
I imagine you guys both have lost friends and relationships over comedy, making the choice.
Yeah, it was great. That was the good part.
That made it easier.
I know a choice.
I'll just go back to comedy. It loves me.
I didn't have to pull the cord. I just had to, get the light.
They were already pulling their cord.
I gave them the light. I learned about it.
I think also too, since I did comedy, I think my mind's kind of opened up to looking at situations in different ways. Like, it's no secret that I can have an anger problem. Sometimes it just comes out, and I can't help it. Yeah,
shit.
But I think with comedy, I've
Tony Soprano personified.
Don't interrupt me! Shit! Again with this shit!
But I feel like I look at things. I try to look at things at different angles, because I do that with jokes, and then I look at everything like, how can I use this on stage? What can I get out of this? So I think I look at situations differently. Where I try to, like, instead of just popping off and being angry immediately, sometimes I'm able to catch it. But then there's other times where someone in the store is just kind of close to me. I'm like, will you back the fuck up?
Yeah.
I screamed at a dude not wearing a mask the other day, and not because of that. He just looked like he smelled.
You mask shamed some guy?
He just looked like he smelled. I was in a small town, and four people in the store were crowding me, and I was like, will you back the fuck up?
Bro, you know what's so funny? It's like, I think COVID's real, and it's like, I think you should wear a mask. I want this shit to be over with, but also I'm like not the type to mask shame, right? Sure. Because also I get people's shit, and I get that, like, whatever, I'm not going to Karen out on someone, but I notice I do it when they piss me off for another reason.
Yeah, it goes hand in hand. It's like, oh, and you're not wearing a mask?
Yeah. Fucking prick. For me, it's like Joey. It's just ammunition. I don't care, really. These guys were just right up on me, and they were mechanics, and they just looked smelly, and I was like, just back the fuck up.
Yeah.
But like, I didn't really care about the mask. If you choose not to wear yours, that's on you, pal.
Yeah, I did it because I do believe it's like, at this point, it's probably too late for me to, like, you can't fix everyone, right? But I literally did Dusty's the other day in the comic before me. These people walk in, they weren't wearing the mask. Bartender yelled at them. They didn't hear them, but they sat in front of the stage and just like talked shit. You know how it goes. Like, when especially Denton crowds, they'll sit and talk shit about the person in front of them. The girl like had his back to him and was just like shitting on this guy who's like a friend of ours. It was Zach Sprung, and like he was fucking doing this new shit, and it was funny, and they just didn't give him the time of the day. They left 2 minutes before his set, so it's right before I'm about to go up. So naturally, I'm all geared up. You know how I am. I'm like, I'm gonna lay into these motherfuckers.
And then
as soon as they get up to leave, Zach says something like, "Oh, you guys have a good night," and then it just triggered me to do that. I was like, "And wear your mask next time, motherfucker!" Like I just screamed during his. I probably did something more disrespectful during his set than they did.
Yeah,
but that was like the fuel. Like I didn't give a fuck until I like had a reason to say it. You know?
Don't you hate that though when you see a heckler at a mic you're at or a show and you're ready, you got the perfect line, you're gonna attack this motherfucker, and they get up and leave? That gives me comedy blue balls. I hate that shit.
Yeah, but then
I was gonna fucking let him have it.
Yeah. Well, that's essentially what I did though when I went up, because they weren't there. I kind of still used that muse by still talking shit about them when they weren't there.
Yeah,
it actually got harder laughs, because if they were there, I would have had to kind of guide
people.
You know how that crowd work. You know how you have to toe the line. If you want to talk shit, you almost have to compliment them too and be like cool about it, so they don't like fuck up your shit. Well, without them there, I was able to lay into them because they can't get butthurt if they're not there. True. Right?
Yeah.
But it does go.
We got fucking Gandalf the Great over here. What's up with that fucking?
Don't interrupt his stories.
Gandalf the Gay.
Yeah, I don't know how Gandalf talks, but don't interrupt her stories. Is that how he sounds? Don't interrupt the stories. I'm El Gandalf.
My mom would say that when I would like talk during Days of Our Lives. Don't interrupt my story.
How is Anita?
I can't replay this shit.
We're not talking.
I didn't mean to
now.
dox her, but
we're not talking.
Tell me what's wrong. I'll text her.
Well, yeah, because I'm like back living it because I like moved back in to like move to New York, right? And then all this shit happens, and now it's like it's weird because now it's at this point where she makes it feel like I want to be there, but I like don't. I'm like waiting on a bunch of things right now. Like Peyton might be moving her job, girlfriend might be moving her job to another city. I'm just kind of like waiting around for 3 months now. But my mom's like gotten to the point she's like kind of taking it personal
because she wants to walk around naked. I mean, you were gone, man. They were fucking living it up. Bro.
She can't blow your dad on the couch with you there.
She is working out.
She
now.
makes him a
She
sandwich. She's
might
got to
wanna
make
walk around.
you one.
She's like shaming me because I was like working out a lot and I haven't this month, and now she goes on walks. So the other day she's like, "You're not even working out anymore." So now I've been calling her like when we get in a fight, I'm so condescending. I was like, "Okay, Russell Simmons." My own mom.
I think she goes on walks just to actually get away from you.
I hate being
That's a new
bro.
thing.
I hate being 30 and talking about this because like I'll get petty and then dog on her, and then I go to my room. I'm like, "Bro, you're so gay, talking shit to your mom at 30." Like, shut up.
You're also a child. You're having arguments with your mommy about working
That's
out.
what I'm saying.
You're a
Like-
30-year-old man.
And I get mad, and then I go to the room and laugh about how dumb it is, but I'm still so stubborn that we haven't had the conversation yet to like, you know what I mean? Like bridge it. And, you know, I'm still softy inside, so I still go through. I'll be like washing dishes at the Tony's restaurant, picking up. I'm like, "You should be nice to your mom. You don't know how long she'll be around." And then she'll like tell me to fucking clean up my room at 30, and I'm like, "Fuck you, mom."
Fuck off, mom. Go take a walk.
die.
It's shitty of COVID. You know, it's like, I hope a murder hornet gets your ass.
I coughed in your purse, bitch.
This house is my 9/11, and I hope it gets 9/11. But it's like, it's shitty when you have that duality of knowing you're being a child, but you're still so stubborn to like not want to fix it.
You just need to have a margarita with her. Just have a margarita with her.
Though, and we both are this way because we've probably had too many margaritas. You understand?
You know, but you haven't had any together, and those are the ones that count, Joey.
Maybe you guys should go to more. You should go to more podcasts, and it's almost like therapy. You can just vent.
Don't say that. He'll want to come back here.
Yeah, just do more podcasts, man.
Yeah, don't say that. He'll want to come back here, Jason.
You want to come do the open mic
Why not?
podcast?
Yeah.
In a
we need to hear her
room,
side of the story.
that I have. This is the cleanest room you've been in, Mom, that I've came in.
Well, I'm sure you
all
jerk off
things
on the couch,
considered.
and she cleans the living room.
We have an upstairs couch. The upstairs is mine, basically.
Yeah.
So it's like a separate house. But now that she's going up
All
to
right,
get
tell me when you're
Christmas
coming upstairs,
decorations-
Mom.
Yeah.
That's kind of what happens, and I'll just be like watching. I'll be playing games. So like, I'm coming up, but she stopped doing it lately because there's a threshold of like now it's not my house anymore. Now I'm the guest in her.
Yeah.
house.
Well, isn't there like a stair creak, a familiar creak or something? You can hear
It's hardwood stairs, so it's like it doesn't creak, but you hear it. She's you know, that walking hasn't made her. She's loud. She's got loud steps.
So she's letting you know. She's trying to tell you to straighten up before she gets up
She's
there.
a teacher.
And then at the same time, Joey's like, make some Pop-Tarts if you're going to come upstairs. You're already coming up.
Right.
Make me come down.
bitch.
I fucking hate this house.
Fuck it.
You treat me like shit. Thank you, Mom.
Then I cough on her.
Thank you, Mommy.
Wear your mask, you stupid mask.
You stupid pig. You dirty pig.
Hey, Mom, what's for dinner?
Yeah.
Well, she started doing it whenever I had a COVID scare. Like it was a month ago. I thought I got exposed, so I had to like quarantine for 2 weeks, and then she got tough then. And it's like, what do you want me to do?
Well, it probably pissed her off that you're bringing that into her house. And she's like, we could just be here getting drunk with your dad.
Be naked, blowing him on the couch.
I did
blow you in the backyard.
I did take
Joey's.
advantage of it because it's like, well, she's not going to come up here, so it was just like White Claws on the floor, and it was just mayhem, right? It's
Underwear.
like,
Yeah.
why would she come up
And
here?
you wonder
She's
why
gonna
she's
die.
complaining. Yeah, you wonder.
No, I mean,
Coughing on her and throwing
she's
White
like,
Claw
Mom,
cans
if
at her."
you're listening, and I know you are, you're out of line here.
She does listen. She was our first subscriber.
I know,
dude. We have
I
a good
know.
relationship. She's a
She's
sweet
a
lady.
Patreon.
She's. I'm trying to help you,
She's
Joe.
got that teacher swag, bro. You just got
Hey,
you
hey.
you were at a PTA meeting,
Joey,
like Anita.
Joey.
You
You
know?
need to simmer down with the Red Bull.
Calm down about your mom. She's a really cool dude. She's trying to help you, bro.
She's trying to have your back, but you're not
Your
letting it
brother's
happen.
trying to help you, bro.
Your mom, bro, is trying to help you, bro. Let's do some open mic. We're doing good on time right now, but I'm sure you can figure this out. Give that a good hard spin, Joe. If you're done texting your mom, you're sorry right now. Give it a good hard spin in any direction, whatever it lands on.
Wherever
We'll
it
all just
lands, you're
riff on
stuck
it.
with it anyway, so let's see.
Yeah,
If we don't like it, if we don't like it,
we riff. Is that what the? All right.
yeah, it's lingo,
So you go
baby.
back the one way, and then you go, hey, damn, I think like
What does that say?
Dream set that you'd be on.
Dream set, like what is that?
A dream set.
Like for a show?
Yeah. You guys are comedians?
Like people that I'd work with?
Yeah, why not? And something funny about it too. Dance monkey. Dance monkey.
Like dream set, like the I don't
Drink
know.
more and make us laugh, you
nothing
filthy
funny.
animal.
Yeah, there's nothing funny about admitting the dudes I'd like to blow in this industry. You know what I mean? Like, who would I love to?
Well, let's get it on record.
Anybody who can help you. That's who you want to blow, Joe.
Like, what comedian that's canceled would I let molest me?
Sure.
Chris D'Elia? Y'all look basically the same.
Fuck her. You know what is fucked is like that. All my like every girl. You know what I mean? Like, girls love Chris D'Elia because he was like good looking, but he sucked at comedy. Yeah. You know, like fucking. Don't want to dox.
No, he had a pretty good career going. I mean,
yeah,
he's
but he's
making
not.
a bunch
I don't
of
think
money.
he's funny. I think he fucking sucks.
Mike's opening for him next week.
He's way more successful than me. Not anymore. But like, it's like every hot girl that isn't that funny loves Chris D'Elia. And I'm not gonna lie, I always root for God, this is gonna come back on me when Chris D'Elia like eventually has his fucking comeback.
But
and this podcast
when
gets out of these
that
walls.
His nephew was using his computer. She's like, "See, it wasn't even me, bro." Well, however he talks.
But it's funny. That was the one guy, right? When it happened, all of comedy immediately made jokes.
Yeah.
No, most comedians are like, "Oh, we got to get the facts, bro. We got to, make sure." There's so many famous comics. Like, recently, shit's happened, and people don't throw them under the bus. Everyone was willing just to like dog the fuck out of him. That was kind of funny.
I was never really a Chris D'Elia fan.
No.
Other comics I've taken road trips with will try to play it in the car, like make me listen to his podcast. I'm like, I don't like it.
I mean, he's more
wanna do it.
successful than me, even after getting canceled.
So, what about the question we just fucking asked you?
Uh-huh.
So, you want to blow Chris D'Elia?
Okay.
So, see, my dream set would be Would honestly just like follow me around and let me do stuff, bro. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I do some pretty fucked up stuff all the time. That'd be funny. We'd edit it, but
You're not answering it now.
I am answering. The set would be wherever I go. Yeah, like I'm guessing for like a TV show or a movie. Is that did you put that on there? Yeah.
Oh, set of a movie?
No. Don't take it too literal.
Mean
a
here,
dream set, like
master?
a dream show, a dream lineup, a dream show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you're just getting
A tour.
easy. I'm trying not to go easy and be like, oh, I'd love to open for Chappelle, right?
Well, obviously not, because that's you're not going to speak to that
let me
same
put
crowd.
someone more famous than me on my show.
Like realistic. If there's like basically you guys go ahead and gush over people that you feel like douches for saying
I mean,
it, but
it's
you
like
secretly
gay,
gush
but I
over
literally
somebody.
this year got my dream realistic one, which was like
Which
Matt
was
and
what,
Shane's
with who?
podcast. Like getting to do Matt and Shane's secret podcast, and like I got to open for both of them. Like that's my favorite podcast, and they're like
the Shane Gillis, right?
Yeah. And then Matt McCuster's the other guy that does the podcast.
You can't just say Shane and expect all three of my listeners to know who the fuck Shane
I
is.
said,
You
Matt
gotta
and,
be clear.
Matt and Shane's secret podcast, which is pretty big, but it's like the fact that so I was supposed to feature, and then I saw he was bringing Matt along, who's the buddy on the podcast, right? And so then I got moved down to MC, but there's no situation probably where I could get bumped down to MC where I'd still be like a win.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Does
Yeah.
that make sense?
Yeah.
It's like, because feature sets are dope, right? I get double the time. Like, it's like less restrictions, but like that one was sick because it's like I can say whatever the fuck I want first off, emceeing for Matt and Shane.
Yeah.
This is the same guy that got fired from SNL for being like, whatever. So I don't know. Like that, I mean, as gay, like that was dope because literally I got bumped down and I was still so okay with it.
Okay.
I felt bad for Steve Gamble.
So like you,
Gamble
like
was
with just like the like whatever's realistic right now. Like you knew that you made it to like bam.
I was gonna say you opening for Shane Gillis is the same amount of fame as Chris D'Elia, so you made it, buddy. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like,
except if Shane like molested me, if I was, no, I'm not under.
No.
I don't know. His family, like,
if he snapped his fingers, you'd blow him.
Right, but
See
Chris,
that pause? See that pause?
but Chris, no, I don't know. I mean, that was like dope this year alone. But like, I don't know if you're talking.
For me, like, I don't know who I would pick. I don't know. I'd want to work with like a few funny people like Paul Rudd, like not actual stand-up people, but like TV funny people.
I got one.
Like Seth Rogen, something like that. Maybe
McConaughey, bro.
McConaughey.
He's
would be
trying
fun.
to do stand-up now. He
Leo.
said he's going to come out and do a special of just stories.
Okay.
McConaughey would be
Oh,
sick.
fuck him. He's already famous. He doesn't need this. I need this shit. I have problems.
I know we all view that way when actors do it. Isn't McConaughey kind of the one guy that you're kind of
He'd probably be
like,
pretty good at it,
I don't
actually.
hate it.
Yeah.
I think Matthew McConaughey might be like kind of like one of the coolest people in the world.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a guy you don't hate to hear he's doing stand-up even if he's already famous. That's a guy I'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
Or like, you know what? Alex Jones. Opening for Alex Jones would be hilarious. That would be fun. Getting to meet the real Alex Jones. He did Cap City a few years ago. And I forgot where I read this, but a lot of the comics were saying how much they actually liked him as a person. So I don't know if it's a bit or if he's just a really cool person. But it would still be a funny credit to say you opened for Alex Jones, and then everyone just now assumes you're like this wild ass person, right? But that would be kind of a cool, weird. It's really about the credit in this situation, right? It's about getting to say you did it.
That's right.
Well, he's not talking about
people are like, whoa.
He's not talking about that. He's talking about like your dream show. But
No. That's what it is. Something that's like this would be a dream set for me to do because it would be like an accolade to fucking put out there or something that would make me feel like I achieved to the next level.
Matthew
or something
McConaughey
like that,
is my answer because I recently thought about how cool that would be to have that credit, right?
Yeah, if it's like what you're saying now, because I was thinking like
that's what I was saying
limited
before.
To like
also.
shows and don't interrupt me.
But I was.
I was talking to Joe too. Don't interrupt me. It's very annoying. But like, I wouldn't want to open for anybody. I'd rather be the headliner at like some great venue, like a historic theater or like a stadium or something. That's what I would do. Like, I would like to make it to that level, to where I'm headlining stuff like that.
In between now and there has to be steps that happen.
See, that's not on there.
Okay,
and you didn't say that.
Joe understood.
See, McConaughey would be sick.
Joe understood it.
I get what you're saying. McConaughey would be sick because he's like going to start in Austin too, so it'd be your local state.
Yeah.
Like I know people in Austin. It'd be cool to like. Yeah, it would just. I'd
say
cool
like some of that I really like a lot. Like Joey Diaz is like one of my heroes. So I was
gonna say like some of the Legion guys, like Big J would be cool, and that's doable.
Yeah, I bet
Joey Diaz,
Big J's fucking. He's
Diaz
awesome.
would be dope. I mean, really, yeah. Anyone in the realistic realm. I mean, you got to do Stav from Come
Stav
Down.
and Sam Morril. Those were two that I would have picked for.
Sam would be one that I'd love to do, although he'll never fucking come back here.
Well, he'll come to the Improv.
He won't come back. He won't come somewhere that books me.
Yeah. Who's on this one?
Yeah.
Joey Johnson? Wasn't he that coffee guy? Nah.
I was texting the wrong number when I was scheduling for this. I was like, what the fuck? Joey said he wanted to do this. And I realized that you got that new number, and I saved it as Jose Cafe.
Did you?
Because the other one was Joe Coffee. But I'm going to give it a spin here. That's how a man spins.
That one lasted longer.
Pussy.
All right. Best fake dream set.
Yeah.
Pussy.
Too much. What do you
too
do?
much?
What do you do too much of? What do you have too much of in your life? I have too many cases where I just get so angry that I just do shit and say shit that I shouldn't be doing or saying.
You did do that.
You need meds, maybe.
Yeah, probably, but I'm not going to do it.
I think everybody has some degree of mental illness.
Are you trying to fight me
moving
right now, bro?
forward. Yeah, it could be.
Yeah. All right. Too much getting drunk and driving.
I mean, yeah.
I still do it sometimes. I'm like, stop. I yelled. I got really drunk after a show recently, and a friend that was riding with me was on it, and he doesn't know how to drive, and he's a full-grown man, and on the way back, I was just swerving all lanes, just screaming at him like, you need to learn to fucking drive so you can drive when I'm drunk.
Who was? Was this who I think it is?
It's Anthony Walton.
Yeah.
Episode 17, Anthony and the Sex Moms, and then he was like episode 34.
Too much with me is I'm too rude at the stores with people when I get like frustrated and shit. I'm like, I'll be the first one to speak up. All right, can you hurry the fuck up?
Yeah,
you both.
It's over here. Yeah,
you both are very capable of being blasted on a viral video of freaking out on someone.
I'm sure.
I can see both of you like freaking out on someone that just like it's justifiable, but they're just a different person of color, and then it gets spun right. It's like racist tangent. You don't even say anything about it.
Mine is normally women that look like old enough to be my mom that I'm normally pissed off at the stores. Okay,
so straight cis white male screams at the elderly. You know, it doesn't work either. It's funny because those can get spun no matter what.
Well, I actually had the other day. I was at Walmart and I was walking right up to the aisle, and this lady was walking up, but she was like 2 aisles down, so I'm clearly in. I'm the next person in line. As I do that,
he's like justifying it to us.
Yes. Yeah. So as I do that, the lady she's walking up, she goes, "Oh man, are you kidding?" And I was just like, I looked at her, I was like. I said, "There's other checkouts over there."
She said it out loud so you could hear it.
And she goes, "I'm 8 months pregnant," and I couldn't even tell, to be honest with you. But she goes, "I'm 8 months pregnant," and I like looked around, and there was like just me and her and the person in the line in front of me, and I go, "Well, nobody thinks you're special because you fuck somebody. Just go to another checkout." Yeah. And she was like, "Oh, you're such an asshole," and I was just like, and she walks by, and I just looked at her walk by, and I was like, "You asked for it,"
Honestly, a better reply would have been
just to explain, like she was expecting you to wait and let her go in front of you? Fuck you, bitch. In the store, there's no rules.
I only had like two or
Store's
three
got no
things,
rules,
too.
just like streets got no rules, bitch. Fuck you. I'm in line already.
Listen,
She's for the streets.
if you're out walking around walking that baby out, I mean, go a fucking couple steps extra down to the next checkout.
Yeah,
you
you'll
know?
be
Shit.
fine.
Yeah.
The really
you're
shitty
fine.
better reply straight up would have been, I would have let you in if I could tell you were pregnant. Right?
See,
I would have let you in if I fucked you, bitch.
Bitch.
you don't know what other
I
people
let you in if you let me in. You know what I'm saying, girl? What's good?
They look like you already ready, good to go. So
Anyway, you looking for a stepdad? Aren't you?
Looks like you already let someone in, bitch. Why don't you get in the back of the line and find someone else?
I have too much anger in my life, not enough responsibility. So it's good.
she was so assumptive on the fact that I think that she milks that shit when she's out, and it's just like, also, you don't know people what's going on in their life, man. I had some shit going on that morning that made me in a little bit of a bad mood. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it only took one person fucking trying to set me
the
off.
key thing to remember is when you're in public, don't fucking talk to me. Leave me alone.
Yeah, I'm not your fucking friend.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
I hate when people just start
Hey,
up
are you in line?
conversations.
No, I'm fucking standing here for no fucking reason. Like, I'll say that shit to people. No, what do you fucking think, man?
Babe,
Come
I
on.
told you, do not talk to me at the grocery store.
I try to be more
I'll see
funny
you at
with
the
it.
car.
I try to
This dumb
be
bitch.
I try to be more funny with it, but like people will do that to me. I'll be standing in line, they're like, "Hey, are you in line?" I'm like, "No, I just really like this spot."
Yeah.
and I'll
You
just stare at them.
You do that.
Because it's I'm standing behind other people that are behind other people. That's a line, you fucking idiot.
Yeah. This the line?
At least I'm not being
The
like
fuck do
Jason,
you
like,
think?
what? Fuck you! I'll eat your face, bitch.
But you will get there. Someone pushes
Yeah.
you.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
You have the smart
Yeah.
reply at first, but
Yeah.
then I think your like volatile rage could go further than his.
I've had Mike call me. He was like, I'd had to leave a place real fast. He's like, the police might be being called on me right now. He's
Yeah.
like, I just
No,
blew
the
up on
police
this
are definitely
fucking...
being called if I
I
called
like
you.
the first time Mike's ever left a place fast is when he said something awful to another human,
Yeah.
and he realized he can't even follow
You
that
think about it
up.
for a second, you're like, yeah, I gotta get out of here. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
no, I went Hulkamania in a fucking in a was it steak burger?
Oh, you just
Yeah.
dropped a bunch of hard
Is that what
R's.
it's called? Steak and shake. Yeah,
you just
steak
dropped
and
a bunch
shake.
of hard R's.
No,
Hulk
no,
Hogan?
no, I don't do that. Stop painting me up as a fucking racist. I see what you're doing here, and I know shit about you too. So shut up. But
I'm
no,
a racist. No.
no, listen to this story. So me and one of my ex-girlfriends got drunk. She's drunker than me, and I get in line. I see there's like 7 cars behind me. I'm like, I need to sober up anyways. And she's sitting in the car like, I just want a baby burger. I'm like, shut up. So I get up there. I order my food. We sit there for like 30 minutes. Whatever. I knew it was going to be that. That's fine. I smoked 4 cigarettes in a bowl. It's whatever. I get up to the window. And I see them set my bag of food there, and I literally clocked it. I sat there for 15 minutes, and no one ever came back. And this is before COVID.
So it's 6.5 minutes.
No, I clocked it. Don't interrupt me. I said, don't interrupt. But so I pull around to the front, and they're open 24 hours. So I go in, and all the employees are just standing around on their phones. And I'm like, hey, fuck's going on? Like, I own the place. Like, fuck's going on? You don't work no more or what? Clock out if you're going to stand around.
You're like the union fucking rep over here.
Burger Flippers United, no, 202. Yeah.
Hiring strike workers to come and fucking fucking assault them.
Yo,
you
where's
know,
the
for
man?
union
Where's the
purposes.
foreman?
No, that's
Give me
not the worst part.
Yes, Fox 8 News there,
So-
ready for the fucking.
So there's more to the story.
The senators there.
There's more to the story. So they're like, "Oh, sorry." I'm like, "Oh, you sorry?" I was like, "Give my fucking food," and they give it to me. I was like, "I'm not paying for it." And they're like, "Well, you're gonna pay for it." I was like, "Let me talk to the manager." He's like, "There's no manager here." I was like, "Oh, no one's in fucking charge." I was like, "You think I'm fucking retarded? Fuck you."
Yeah.
Go get
He's
your boss.
literally a teamster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, "No one's in fucking charge.
Yeah.
I'm fucking retarded,
Oh
huh?
my
Go get your
God.
boss,
He's like
asshole."
one conversation away from busting kneecaps.
You
and shit.
literally went full Tony Soprano.
I'm not even done, dude. That's not even the worst part. He has the bag up on the counter. I was like, if I'm paying for it, make it fucking fresh then. I'm not eating that old shit. I got cheese fries. That's just sauce now. I don't want that. And I was like, and I'm not paying. I'm taking this bag too, and I ain't paying for it. And he's like, no, you got to pay for it. And he reached for the bag, so I grabbed it, and like we both had a hand on it, and it ripped. One of the burgers was just like, it was like a slow mo. It was in the air, and I grabbed it, and I unwrapped it, and I threw it up against the window. I was like, make it fucking fresh. And
You grabbed it midair.
I grabbed it midair like it was slow motion. I grabbed
How did it hit the
burger.
window? Bread or patty?
No,
first?
I unwrapped it and it fucking hit the window. Bread still intact. I threw it so hard the burger stayed together. You know, there's no,
Ooh, that bread's
there's no
soggy.
lettuce pulling my burger apart.
But that's how you know it was
Yeah.
bad by then. If the bread's stuck, it's like soggy.
Well, no,
by now.
it exploded. I hit the window and it was so soggy by then it just kind of
Like a
exploded.
fucking
Oh my
pigeon hitting
God.
the window.
And he's like, he goes,
Randy
I'm-
Johnson.
He goes, I'm calling the police. And I was like, you should. And then I left and went to Whataburger.
Immediately.
Yeah, I went like literally next door to Whataburger.
You should call the police on yourself.
On you. Now fuck yourself.
And put on a mask.
I want to do that story on stage because that's a real
That's
thing.
very
I went
funny.
Hulkamania in this place, but
Because you said you called him.
no, I didn't say the N word. If you want to say the N word, go ahead, Joey.
I'm just bored.
Mike doesn't do that anymore. It's fine. He stopped.
Dude, I love
This
black
is the
women.
podcast I thought it was.
Yeah.
I
has
take back.
changed.
Alex Jones wouldn't be cool to open
Yeah, after
for.
we do our other podcast where the Confederate flag goes here.
I like that I'm trying to make you say this, and then I said my dream set would be Shane Gillis or Alex Jones. Like,
Yeah.
I am not painting myself in a very non-racist
No,
way.
that's
you
okay.
admitted you'd suck their dick too. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm going to edit this to make it say that you suck their dick.
What's
So,
up, my boobs? You know, there you go. I got it.
I can
did
cut
the
that
edit
out
for
and
you.
add dick in there. That's no problem, dude. I've got really
Add
good
what in
editing.
there?
I can
you
put
go.
dick in you, whatever you want, dude.
You put dick in
I can
me?
put drugs in there.
Damn, bro.
penis.
That's what I have a little too much of is Mikey's dick in me.
Yeah.
That's what.
Hey,
little
nobody's ever had too much of this dick.
Just
I was
not
gonna say
enough
that's what
R
she
words
said, but I'm just
or
not
R-
sure. So.
You want to give it a spin?
Sure. Yeah.
How we doing on time? Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't have to answer that because I didn't have an answer. Too much
Yeah.
of I don't know.
I'll edit it to make you look worse. don't
Unhealthy
worry.
coping mechanisms was mine.
That's for you guys. Your best new joke.
Oh,
How about
best new
that?
joke? I don't know, man. All my new jokes are great.
Oh, we'll take your word for it, Joe.
Okay,
I got
good.
I got two really good ones, but I thought of one on the way
Do
up
the
here.
best one.
Well,
The
I got a one-liner I thought of on the way up here that it's I only support mom and pop abortion clinics because big abortion keeps killing the little guy.
That's pretty funny. actually.
And right now I'm also going on a 5-minute rant about Toby Keith. I heart this bar and grill.
Yeah, I've heard it.
I really
We'll
love
save that one to do the other one as the winner. That was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really like that one. I don't do a lot of one-liners, but lately, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like easy to write good one-liners, but it's like if you don't want to do that, it's like how to expand it, you know?
Yeah.
But it's never when you expand it, then the like rant after is never as good as the initial. You know what I'm saying? Like actual joke.
Yeah. My like best new one I did on here on the last episode, but I wrote one yesterday. I did at the mic and it did pretty well. And I'm still figuring it out. I was just kind of fucking with it, but I'll ask you guys, would you guys fuck a real doll? See, you're trying to imagine how much a real doll is. They're like $5,000 for a brand new one. I wouldn't buy a real doll because I can't afford a new one, and you can't buy a used one, right?
I don't think you could rent them either.
Yeah, well, you probably could from the right creep, and he's like, oh, "Don't worry about the cleaning, I'll do it."
I'm gonna look it up now.
Yeah, so for me, like a real doll is kind of like calamari. I don't really go looking for it, but if I come across some, I'm gonna get up in that shit.
What does coming across one look like, other than actually coming across it?
If you don't interrupt, you'll hear the rest of it. I found one. I was at my
he's
friend's.
still doing it.
Yeah,
I thought this was I'm sorry.
It's
I
happening.
heckled the rhetoricalness.
It's there
Yeah.
now.
I was house sitting for a friend and I found his real doll, and you can't just like pull your friend's real doll out and fuck it, right? You got to clean it first.
Yuck. That's gross.
Yeah, but what was the rest of it? I was talking about how, fuck, what was it? With a real doll, I was like, I found my friend's real doll. I was like, I can't fuck that. That's his property. And I'm like, whoa, is that a sexism? Right? Like, now I feel like I have to fuck this real doll to break the patriarchy. It's a
Right.
real catch 69.
Oh, literally.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah. There was more to it, but the rest of it kind of sucked. That's kind of like what I'm boiling it down to right now.
The idea of like cleaning it's very there's some I hate to like
I think it's in
involve
that
COVID.
pause.
I hate when I hear hygiene and clean now. I just think COVID because it's so topical. It's like there's something.
Well, it's still a way to catch
You both
somebody.
are
though.
wearing a certain kind of mask. You know,
What do
it's
you
like the
mean?
doll. If you're cleaning the doll, it's like the idea of like you'd have to put a doll in the mask, but also you're the guy going around fucking like you're wearing this mask in public. You know, it's a metaphorical mask of you fuck. Your
I'm a
friend's
normal guy.
dolls.
I was thinking of adding the joke like something like, I've already fucked his sister. I don't think he's going to mind.
What were those
But
dolls?
I feel like it gets kind of hacky in that. So I'm just like, I
Maybe.
like the stuff that I just said. I think I'm just going to keep it short to
I know
that for
personally,
now.
if I was the guy in the story, I would leave my real doll dirty so that if when I got it to use, if it was already cleaned, I would know somebody else used it.
Well, that's why I would clean it before I fuck it, but then I leave it dirty.
Exactly.
It's Kansas City Shuffle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now we all die.
There's like a Cabbage Patch Kids reference in
And
there.
you can put a
Cabbage
strand of
Patch
hair.
adult.
You
Cabbage
put a
Patch.
strand of hair like in her asshole too, and just see if it's just sticking out just enough, so it's not
Just
like broken.
Just like parents did in the 70s.
In the
They put it-
doorway.
in the doorway, or they put it across the keyhole in the car.
or in the drawer
Yeah.
of their drawer
When I
there.
could just pluck another hair out and put it there.
So that they know you didn't open it? Is that what
Yeah.
you're talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah.
Okay. Because they do that for like baseball tournaments. They do that for us, but they would just put tape on the outside of the hotel room door. So it's like if the tape broke,
I would just
it
buy
means you
more
left
tape.
and fucked your friend's doll. That's what it meant.
Well,
And
your friend's
trying to
with
think
you.
of
hopefully
like
cleaned it so you didn't get caught.
I'm gonna start calling you Cabbage Patch Adams, folks. Okay, what is Patch Adams? That's
those are Garbage Pail Kids, which is dirty Cabbage Patch
Garbage
Kids.
Pail adults, Garbage Pail consenting adults. That's what I have too much of.
I don't consent because it's funner that way.
It's funner.
It's funner.
It's more funner.
It's funner. It's more funner.
Let's move on. We're getting to that time. Let's.
What is that time?
Well. Have you had a conversation? I can't believe there's a third person I have to ask. I'm like in the middle of saying the thing while you're asking me, what is it?
I didn't know.
I like your enthusiasm.
I know you're having a good time, but we're actually starting to wrap it up.
Sorry, the
getting
cocaine's
close.
kicking in this Red Bull.
I'm starting to chillax real hard. I'm sweating over here from chillax.
I live here again.
No, you don't.
Put a mask
And
on.
I don't. I'm going to go stay at your parents' house, and they'd probably be pretty happy.
Hey, please clean that room.
Give your parents a
Get
joint.
back on talking to her.
Yeah.
A Joey sex doll. That stays up there just like a doll. A Joey doll.
And no matter how many times you clean it, it stays dirty.
I
But
imagine
it's still cleaner than me living there.
I don't know why.
It can't create a mess, but it can't clean one.
When you said that, I imagined like a naked doll of you, but with a Joey patch, like a kangaroo. Because I don't know, your joke
That's
popped
what
in
I
my
meant.
mind. Yeah. So do you fuck the pouch or do you fuck the Joe?
Both.
The Joe.
By pouch, if you mean bussy, then
Double doozy.
No, it's bussy. That's that boy pussy.
that boy pussy.
That's what we're gonna call this
You
episode.
guys sound like you've been hanging out on Grindr too much.
Yeah. No, I think what we're
Too
gonna call
much. I didn't bring up there was too much during the wheel because there's never enough grinder.
Well, there you
That's
go.
why.
Fair enough.
What do I have too much of? Not bussy. That's what I don't have too much of.
I'm just going to say this so I have it here to remember because I thought of an excellent name. Because I remember the name of the episode we recorded and had to trash because you were on it.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do
No,
with
we're
this
going to
one?
call this Return of the Whiteclaw Vodka Water Boy.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because it is the return. Literally, it is
Yeah.
the return of the White Claw Vodka Water Boy.
And plus,
Yeah.
I feel like they'll take it down if I name it Boy Pussy.
or just bussy. Mussy. But
And,
It's making my stomach hurt the more
Here's
times
the
I
thing:
mention
if they take it down the bussy thing, you could just
No, take it
you
down
could
the
advertise
bussy.
it as this podcast didn't kill itself.
Well,
That's my FC
we got to
reference.
watch you and
That
see what
deserved
happens.
a lot more. That was decent.
We got to watch and see what you do to yourself, Joe. I've known you, but
No,
anyways.
not this guest.
show's not over.
All right, so now it's time for a crime story.
Hell yeah, dude.
Time for crime stories, bitch. 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 Time for crime stories, bitch.
All right. So, there's a trend going on with a whole bunch of teachers fucking students. I just see it a lot lately.
Why are you saying it like Sam?
I don't know
like
why.
Sam
It just seems-
Worthington,
it's-
or what? Not Sam Worthington.
Maybe because I'm telling it from the God position as a narrator,
So you're doing it as the fucking mustache guy from Big Lebowski?
It's a sweet sarsaparilla.
Or
Yeah.
sarsaparilla. Vampire.
So here we've got two teachers that are charged after having a threesome with a 16-year-old student.
Wait. For everyone else, and because I'm high and not paying attention, say that sentence again.
Two teachers, charged after having a threesome with a 16-year-old student.
Dude, that's a cool
What are the
ass
sex
student.
of the teachers and what's
Well,
the sex of the
he's
student?
he's gonna tell us, but that's one cool
Would it
ass
be odd
student.
if it was two men teachers and a girl?
Yeah,
student?
that's bad.
Isn't it
That's-
fucked up that we view that as a rape, but then if it's like two girls and a guy, we're like, that's a fucking hero. That's not a victim. That's a goddamn.
It is two women teachers and a boy and a male
Two
student.
girls, one extra credit.
So we're like, nice.
Yeah.
What's the age difference?
Let's find out. So
Big teachers and students.
Well, I mean, minimum they have to be like 23. I have to imagine as a
Right,
teacher.
but if he's 23 or
There.
they're 23 and he's like 17 in
16.
another state. Oh, okay. Oh, this is Texas based. That's what.
I don't know.
Okay.
Let's find out. Jury charges two female high school teachers after having a threesome with a 16-year-old male student. Jefferson Parish, and they're saying Parish, so where does that tell you it might be? Jefferson Parish. It's probably Louisiana or something. Mississippi.
What if it was all three guys? I'm super accepting of that.
It might have not popped up on the sites that I look at.
It did pop up. We've been meaning to talk to you.
If it was three guys, that's just progressive rape.
Too much gay
all that
porn.
is.
That's why
just,
Jason didn't say anything.
That's just progressive rape. That's
school-
rape the left can get behind.
The school would definitely keep that shit quiet. Rachel, so teacher, Rachel Respis, 24. There's an answer for one. And Shelley Dufresne, 32.
Dufresne
She
just
was
makes
Teddy
me feel
Dufresne's sister.
What is that? Yeah.
say her name.
Is that
Sherry?
Shawshank? What's Dufresne?
Teddy
Yeah,
Dufresne?
Andy Dufresne, but
That was Mouth from the Goonies, right?
yeah, and it was Andy Dufresne crawled through
Andy
3
Dufresne.
miles of shit.
Yeah.
That's actually the
And it makes-
visual representation of his dick going in her pussy was Andy Dufresne chiseling through the walls.
Yeah, he
had,
Andy'd her.
had to keep a poster on her pussy so that
She
the
broke-
parents wouldn't know he was.
She broke his hymen.
Her husband didn't know she was getting fucked by a student because she kept a fucking Sports Illustrated model taped to her pussy, right? That's what he had, right? Was a poster that covered the fucking.
That's what it
Yeah,
was.
It was like a
Raquel
bitch's
Welch.
tits, right?
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I don't even know what that is. Only from that movie, and it's just like a
yeah.
fucking
She
slut,
was-
right?
No,
Dude.
she was a movie star. She was hot.
Fucking,
Back
they're all
then.
sluts, dude.
We're all sluts.
Save our
To
children.
something.
Yeah.
Hashtag save our children.
Hashtag sluts.
Hollywood elite.
So the incident happened after a football game. That's how the story always goes. Somebody's getting laid
Nice
after a football
touchdown,
game.
Billy.
Yeah.
Look at my nipples.
Was he a player? Did they say that?
We'll find out. The incident happened after a football game, and the teachers had invited the teen to Rachel's apartment. So Rachel was the younger of the two. Dufresne is the older.
Yeah, Rachel was fucking sitting in the stands getting drunk and taking acid or something.
Rachel's like, I don't know about this. I have a Twitter. Saying that this doesn't work out.
I have to correct some papers. The teen couldn't help but boast about the incident the next day at school.
So he
to his
was a
peers.
player.
Yes.
Damn.
School officials heard
No,
about the
no,
teen's
he was a player.
play. Not a
Play
hard
on.
R on that one.
Play
Yeah.
on, play on.
Not a hard, yeah, Mike.
So-
not a hard R there, huh, Mike?
I'm cutting out all the R's because you're making me uncomfortable.
Because this pussy retarded.
So school officials heard about the teen's boasts and they alerted the authorities who questioned him. The teenager confessed what happened and said it was all consensual.
Did he confess or did he boast and be like,
Oh, y'all want to know about Miss Rachel and Miss Dufresne?
yeah. We've
Tell
said
you
this
what's
about
up.
someone else, but they were like, did you have a threesome with 2 women teachers? And he's like, word up.
Fuck yeah, I did.
So then technically isn't that statutory, right? To where it's like they consented, but it's like you're not old enough to consent. Is that statutory, right?
That's within
Yes.
5 years. I know the law very well.
So here's the thing. So
I like how he'll fucking like get very angry about like me trying to pin him as a racist, but then we get comments like that, and I'm like,
Nobody trashes me as well as I trash
Mike,
me.
you put the hard R in rape.
Hey, everything's already hard in rape. You don't need to. You don't need to harden it up.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah.
what if there's
Hell
a
yeah.
gentle rapist? I'll be gentle.
Yeah, take that, you teacher sluts.
Take that weight.
This is why I say defund the teachers. That's why.
So while in the apartment, here's the story. While in the apartment, the student said he started having sex with both teachers simultaneously until the early morning hours of the following day.
Damn, that boy
right.
fucking.
They're
They're not
meth.
having sex. That's some fucking.
That's meth.
There's
though.
drugs involved.
There's
Has to
drugs.
be.
well,
for
yeah.
sure.
Well, you already got one crime going on. You
I
might
don't
as
know
well
anything
spend
about
all.
meth, but I can guarantee you that's meth.
It sounds like
Don't-
it.
you don't-
Right? Yeah.
I'm sorry, I got meth hiccups when I said that.
I mentioned. Don't say it one more time, but it'll show up.
Please, god damn.
That's why they call you Method Man.
I have had some meth sweats in this room before.
I'm having them now, dude. Let's hurry this up.
So you both jizz in this room. You both done meth in this room.
And we both were raped by our teachers in this room. So
I wish, dude.
Well, what happened was
Our comedy teachers, who is it?
Yeah,
the
never
student
mind.
told multiple friends, obviously, and he actually even told it in front of teachers, so that's how people heard. He
Damn.
bragged that he documented some of the encounters on video also.
Oh,
So he's a
yeah.
snitch, bro. He's not a victim. He's a snitch.
What was this kid's first name?
Then I can tell you, he's a minor.
They
He's
didn't say
16.
it?
No.
Oh,
no.
they won't tell you his name.
No.
'cause-
Billy,
Listen.
Billy, that touchdown was so
Why
hot.
does he get to be clear of his name being out there when this guy's vocally like
I get
bragging about. He wants his name out there.
Yeah, it's like an
Clearly.
accolade. He's treating it as an
Is
accolade.
that why this is the punishment that he gets no fame from this? The rape wasn't punishment. It's that he doesn't get to fucking be that dude.
You don't get to claim this. You
I
don't
don't get to tap him up after this.
No.
I'm sure it's on his Twitter.
Right?
Yeah.
However, since the legal age of consent in Louisiana, there's the answer to your question,
Louisiana.
is 17, the detectives arrested both the teachers. So he was just almost there. It was almost there. It wasn't an issue.
Damn.
Kenner Police, this is the town they're in, Kenner. Kenner Police then booked both women with, here's the charge, carnal knowledge of a juvenile and indecent behavior with a minor, contributing to the delinquency of a juvenile.
That, man, I want to hang out with this kid.
He seems cool as shit,
Yeah,
right?
I'd buy
He
that
fucks
kid
teachers,
beer.
bro.
Yeah.
Tobacco.
Yeah, you know?
Dude, I still have never fucked a teacher, and I'm old. I fucked a teacher.
I'm now trying to
Not
think of
back then, but
Right.
it was more sad.
It's
when
now
I did
not
it.
as cool.
Yeah.
You know,
That sucks.
in the defense of Dufresne, she ended up speaking up later on and said that the sex was not. She tried to appeal and said the sex was not consensual because she was inebriated.
Math.
Does it
What?
it say anything about the drugs?
Yo, that's a pretty good argument.
It doesn't
Like, if you're
say
gonna
what
rape
drugs?
a kid, if you're gonna rape a kid, that's pretty solid.
I
You're
was
like,
fucked up. We were fucked up.
I got plastered, but like clearly you got plastered before you raped one of your students. Like, yeah, clearly your impairment, like your judgment was impaired.
It has to be.
But then you get to use that now. That's some good
No,
lawyer,
you can't-
bro.
you can't
That's a
use
good
that.
lawyer though. That's like where you fucked
I don't
up.
think you can use that when there's minors involved. You can't say, "Oh, it's fucked up." So
I'm
I
not
raped the
saying it's
kid.
gonna work. I'm
Well,
just saying
maybe
that's a
she
good
bel-
lawyer
maybe-
to try and get a spin, right?
We're just spitballing her defense. We got to get her back on the streets.
Hey, just in case we get our Crystalia moment, we're trying to figure out.
I'm not.
We're throwing an offer out there, just seeing what comes back, you know.
Yeah.
So well, obviously, one of them was the bad influence. Rachel had only been teaching at the school for about 2 years, so she's the bad
Yeah,
influence.
she's teaching in the bedroom for about 8 years.
Meanwhile, Dufresne was a mom of 3, and she'd been there for a decade.
Damn. How old
Is she the one that used the excuse to frame?
16.
Her oldest kid's 16?
I'm guessing. I don't know. Yeah.
Because that's what they'll use on you. They'll be like, oh, how do you feel if this happened? They always do that with like the catcher pad, or there's a guy in Denton that
Do they
like,
do that with you
There's a guy
normally?
in Denton that like baits people now. And bro, has he gotten me? Good thing I was wearing my mask. Am I right? Stay safe, everybody. No, there's like this guy in Denton that he like,
I thought you were just going to bypass that entirely.
there's a guy in Denton that does this to like all of the Peterbilt factory. And he just like,
What does he do?
he like
tries to
sets
trap
up. He sets up like literally it's Peterbilt workers or like autistic dudes that live on the street, and then he just like
Joey?
yeah. I've worked at Fastenal.
That's an easy way to make $100, you know?
Hey, he's fast and all, but he's still dumb.
And he's in works with police and all this shit, and he like sets them up and then meets them, and then he just does the whole camera. Like he will just shame some fucking like obviously like good
He's
for him.
like posing like
Oh,
to
he
catch
does
a predator.
it in front of, like, in Walmart. In the Walmart of University. And then he screams in front of everyone. It's like, hey, don't worry, this guy's a fucking child pedophile. You know what I mean?
Oh, shit, yeah.
And then
Yeah.
these guys it's the same thing. They, like,
I feel
nervously
like
get
this-
to their truck and they leave. And then he is in, like, the police can still pick it up as a case. But it's, like, so fun. Like, this guy, he clearly has police connects because he's within, like, legal bounds. You know what I mean?
Or he knows how to Google.
But there's literally a guy, like, locally doing it. I watch his shit all the time. It's
Let me
very
ask you
fucking
this.
funny.
Send me a link to that. But
Yes, it's very. You should get him on.
the way that
Well,
I'm
actually,
not
never mind.
getting
Hey,
him on
Now
my life. No, thank you.
I was going to say,
I'm gonna get him on or
isn't it kind of strange? I always thought, because whenever I see those things happening, like on Dateline or whatever, it's not actually a minor that's having that conversation. So technically, those guys are not really breaking the
It's kind of
law.
like that
Right.
Minority
It's
Report where I haven't actually done a crime.
It's thought,
you're
it's,
arresting
thought,
me
it's
for.
thought crime, but
But
it's like a
maybe-
thought crime that actually prevents something awful, right?
Yeah.
But maybe
But
what?
I think that's where they appeal it all the time. I think that's where they have to say that they're they're innocent
I think if
until
they
proven
just sign
guilty.
their
and
rights
blah,
to
blah,
show
blah.
it on TV, they get off. They're like, okay,
Probably
we're not
so.
going to charge you.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those
But-
things, right? It's going to ruin your life no matter what because it's
Yeah.
still public information, but you just don't have to go to a jail and get murdered or raped.
Butt rape.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
But
Or mouth
what
rape.
I was going to say is the way
Those
you're
are so
describing this
wild.
guy, it sounds like he's fucking these people over. It sounds like he's getting off on it. So he's getting off on justice.
he does love to like. And I guess good for him, right? Because he's doing a good thing. But he loves to really. It becomes mocking. It becomes straight up. What were you gonna do here? I was like, oh, you like fucking kids? Do you like fucking kids? And he just like holds it, bro. It is so funny though to see these guys just freeze.
Dude, I don't like that because I get recognized everywhere I go. People like say that I look like someone they know.
They're like,
this guy comes to me, I'm like, dude,
but it's
that's
like
not
the
me.
But it's like the crimes you do. What? You'll smoke some fucking weed
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something. Like, here's the thing: if some guy is in the Walmart, like, oh, you fucking like smoking weed, holding a camera to your face, you're not gonna do a
yes,
fuck.
I fucking
But
do.
That's
like,
not what I'm
imagine
saying.
if everything's fucking kids.
No,
and you're getting
I-
hit on that in public.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, what if I'm just at Walmart and the guy thinks I'm someone else and he's supposed to be me?
You do look like Olive Peterbilt.
Yeah, exactly.
You look like you can get
I'm
clumped
just a
in.
temp there.
Yeah,
You
I'm
look
just
like you could get clumped into some other guy's shit.
I'm just in line trying to buy 4 pounds of sausage, and this guy's like, "You like to fuck kids?" I'm like, "No, get away from me! I don't want that."
Hey everyone, look, this guy's buying 4 pounds because he used the smaller amounts of sausage. Am I right? Am I right? He's just making these inappropriate
I'm like,
kid fucking
Kids
jokes.
aren't sexy, dude. Get away from me.
I wouldn't fuck kids ever. I would totally never do that. You wouldn't do that. Oh wait, you would, but I wouldn't.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
right.
not-
It's a weird, like, it's like a weird. I don't know. Then you get on the like topic of maybe this guy was raped or molested as a kid because like it is. You're right. Like he kind of gets his rocks
It's
off.
vendetta-ish.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
So maybe he was, which gives it some
Maybe.
more of a
or witnessed it and didn't do anything about it.
right something fucked.
That's the
or a
psychological part.
relative or something. You know.
It happened,
What
to his
do y'all
little,
think-
it happened to his little brother, and he got his butt cheek split open.
I like that we're doing this.
Why'd you have to go that far with this?
Jesus Christ.
He got injured in the butt cheeks, and they were ripped open.
This is a guy that if he spun the wheel, he'd be like, I had too much child rape in my life. That's what I had.
And we'd still laugh, I think.
You guys didn't laugh
Yeah,
there.
we couldn't have him on the show. He would not do well.
Honestly,
with
it's
us.
a personal victory every time I can say something that makes I know Mike finds funny, but he's on camera and he won't laugh.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
when I know I had
Yeah.
a win.
Yeah.
I've
Fighting
done
the
a lot
force.
of that today.
Yeah, you've raped me.
I'm crushing the mind rape right now.
Mind rape.
But it's of age, and he is consenting. He just hasn't. I don't know. It's
Oh,
kinda
Mike's
like a
easy.
sense-
Mike's
he's
a-
consenting.
Mike's a
he's
sure
just
thing.
pretending. Yeah, right.
I'm a sure
he's
thing.
a fake. He's
No, I consent to none of this.
right. You're
Officially
fake.
on camera.
No, he's a fake victim. You see what I mean? These are the believe all
I'm what
women,
you-
but don't believe all Mikes. That's what I like to say.
Yeah, well,
That's-
I don't. I have a bunch of them in my family, and I don't
Women
believe
or
none of those
mics?
motherfuckers.
Both.
Both. Both.
God damn it! Why did I get on here and drink vodka? I just realized this is on the internet.
I was thinking the same question
Whatever.
for you. No. We're going to wrap it up, though. We're at time, and I think Joey said rape enough, so
Yeah.
we're done.
Can I plug my next rapes? That's,
Yeah. Plug your. Where can we find you raping?
No, I'm getting raped by the system. As a straight white man in America, I am. No, I'm just kidding.
So he'll be down at Loose Nerd on Tuesday at 9.
Hey, Oklahoma City, I'm in you guys very soon, and
This will come out the
consensually.
week after next.
I don't know. I
So
have shit
plug-
happening.
plug your social
George,
media.
George W. Booth is my Twitter and Instagram. George W. like the president. BOOF like you put drugs in your butt.
Yeah.
I'm going to be putting videos out every week
In
now.
your butt.
I'm by the time this comes out, I can talk about it. I'm about to go on the Denton Square and dress up as a monolith and fuck with some people. So that's kind of my new thing, to where it's like bits, but they're topical, and it's still the. I've noticed the public thing works with people.
Yeah,
a
you
lot
got to
right
make
now.
some content.
If it takes off, you should get like one of those camera colonoscopies that show going up your ass and just simulate all that boof.
And tape
shit.
a little bit of cocaine to the front of it so you can see what
We
the
call that
process
the
really
Epstein
is.
POV. Is, and
Extra
the camera,
pizza, extra fucking
That's the-
pepperoni.
the
on that
camera,
one, right?
the camera's named the Lolita.
Is it the Epstov?
I am on the flight logs, and by logs
Yeah.
I mean the huge logs that are coming out of my asshole.
We call that the Weinstein angle.
Nobody's whining over here. I like
Yeah.
to say that. Am I right?
But
Anyway,
they're
back to you,
steaming.
Mike.
They're steaming. No, you guys
Oh.
also find him on Facebook, Joey Johnson.
Yeah.
Go to his shows. We're probably on the same shows, or if not, we'll all show up and beg for a guest
You'll probably
spot.
see one or the other of them there anyway.
Yeah, but are you still doing podcast? Is your podcast is it dead or alive?
It's weird because I'm about to be starting a new one at. I think I'm going to be doing one soon at one of the Hyenas on a location thing, but that's still in the works right now. Hot Pot Pie got speaking of those girlfriends that you're talking about, disgruntled ex went and deleted all 50 of the episodes. We stopped during the pandemic for a bit.
She did a public service. Can I send her $50?
You know what's funny? She tried to pull up tweets of mine from 2012 and cancel me, which are me just quoting rap lyrics with the soft day. You know what I mean? It's just like, But then she deleted all 50 episodes of the podcast. I was like, bro, if you wanted to fucking cancel me, just listen to this episode and you would have seen proof that that's all you had to do, you dumb bitch.
It's like Arrested Development. There's always money in the banana stand.
And by bitch, I mean that in a gender. Exactly. Yeah. She could have. There was always money in the hot pot pie stand. That's for sure. And she could have cashed in. No, I think we're gonna bring it back. I don't know. There's a lot of Cody just got like a real job and he's on salary. So I think slowly it just might become me and Richie. I thought you were going to say salad for some reason. I was going to say good for him. When you're making insane money like Cody is right now, you don't need to podcast. So I don't know. I'm bringing a bunch of shit back. This, In these next few months, I'll be doing a lot of shit. You guys can find that, all three of you listeners out there, y'all can find that on Joey Johnson's Facebook page or his Instagram, George W. Booth, Boof, right? Mm-hmm. And Twitter the same? Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. Don't go on his Twitter. It's scary. And you can find us. Facebook, the Open Mic Podcast, MIKE. Said it like 42 times now. Some of you still aren't there. Where are you?
Yeah.
Why? Also, we're still throwing out that deal. The first 10 people to hit us up after they give us a 5-star review and leave a comment on Apple Podcasts, we'll give you 10 doll hairs. 10
call it a
bone
prize.
hairs.
Yeah,
call it a bribe if you want. I don't give a shit. I'll pay you $10 for that. Guess can't do it. He looked at me like gas money.
He's like, I need $10.
I don't know. I mean, I'm here for it.
But if you guys do it, the key is I'm not going to come find you if you do it. Find us on social media and tag us in something, or even send us a DM and we'll screenshot it and post it and we'll boast about it that we paid someone to like us. I don't care. I'm not beneath that.
Yeah. At this point.
Yeah. Well, I am beneath. I don't know. I'm probably beneath. But however,
it took this point for Mike to not be beneath it. I like that. That's the narrative.
But same on Instagram. Find us at the Open Mic Podcast. Facebook. Search the same thing. Twitter. What is it?
Open Mic 5000.
I always fuck that up. I'm so dumb. I don't know. I think
that's the what?
The Twitter
is Open Mic 5000. Open Mic Podcast. Isn't a thing?
No.
Just Open Mic 5000.
Nope. Open Mic 5000.
Don't you sabotage us?
It's too many characters.
They would have cut off like 2, I think. Yeah.
That's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I hate Twitter.
Yeah,
bitches.
I don't get on the Twitter, Jason. I haven't tweeted in years, and I thought of a good tweet the other day.
We both need to more. It's so important, and it sucks so much.
I like Instagram better. I don't know. I don't understand Twitter. I'm like an old man on Twitter. I'm like, how do I retweet?
Twitter, you literally have to constantly be like there. That's what's fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's like just conversations is all it is.
So
just
like
over and over and over again that continue.
One of the times I got on Twitter and I posted something and someone started arguing with me. Like 20 minutes later, I came back with my retort, and they're like, "What? That's old news. That was like days ago." I'm like, "It was 18 minutes, motherfucker. Like, give me a chance to think of something good. Say, bitch." Yeah. But did I say all the stuff?
All the shit is done. Yeah,
all right.
all out there.
Suck it, nerds. Bye.